Our dog bit an intruder in our house. Now, we're being sued. I live in an older home, a stone's throw away from Frat Row in a party school college town. Just over a year ago, a college student drunkenly entered my home by throwing his weight at my 150-year-old wooden door at around 1 a.m. When he entered, he woke us up and startled our large dog, who was most likely sleeping on the floor by the front door. The dog bit him, drew blood, and the college student needed stitches. When we heard him entering the home, we called the police, who did a great job of coming quickly. They administered medical care to him, and one set of officers took him to the ER, while another set got a statement from us. We pulled our vaccine records for the dog, gave him the name of the vet, and so on. The next day, they called to let us know that they had checked with the vet, and everything about our dog was shipshape, and the dog was obviously contained appropriately and had no bite record, so they didn't impound him or anything, and chalked it up to doggy justice. They dealt with the student too, and communicated with us throughout the process, and after all the court dates, he received a fine and a misdemeanor. We did not attempt to escalate, as the college student was drunk, was stupid, had no prior record, and hopefully learned from the experience, and our dog. The door and frame got replaced and strengthened with another lock. We had no idea how brittle that door was. This week, over a year later, we got a letter from a lawyer representing the student and his mom saying we can settle for the cost of the dog bite expenses, which they did not itemize or send a copy of the bill for or anything. Just put the number on a letter, or they will sue us for the cost plus legal fees. My husband and I can't see how this can possibly hold up in court, considering he was technically breaking and entering and did receive a misdemeanor for that. My question is, do we even need a lawyer for this? Or can we just say, see you in court, and represent ourselves with a copy of the police report from the break and enter? We're sort of regretting letting it go so easily now. Ugh. How can he possibly sue us for the cost of the stitches and ER bill when he was criminally trespassing in our house and breaking our door down? It's not like our dog was outside running around unsupervised or even on a leash or something. He's not an aggressive dog at all and has never before and never since bit anyone. I feel like he and his mom watched one of those ambulance-chasing lawyer commercials and took the bait. Update 4 days later. Quick update to this. It was easily handled. We met with our lawyer on Monday and paid him outright to draft a letter and include documentation of fault, basically the police report, restitution order, court documents, etc. And also the vet records that include the police check-in and vaccine records for the dog. My vet wrote down when the police called him and why they called him, and my lawyer's secretary grabbed a copy of that for this. He did not want to include the bills and orders for the door at this time, but took a copy, just in case we needed to move further. This morning, the student's mom's lawyer, who sent the initial letter, called our lawyer and said that the family would no longer be pursuing restitution for medical expenses, and that we could expect a letter from him stating that it would arrive at both the lawyer's office and our house within the week. Turns out that those of you who guessed that the student didn't tell his mom why and how he got bitten by our dog are probably correct. It wasn't explicitly said during the phone call, but my lawyer relayed that he could infer it from the way the conversation with the other lawyer went. This probably made his top 10 stupid cases list.